So I've been around the block and I've seen things go down. And I just got to say that never in my experience doing this podcast, doing this show, talking about controversial subjects and engaging with atheists, engaging with Eastern Orthodox, engaging with Baptists and Anglicans and all kinds of Protestants, sedevacantists. Never in my 20 years of experience have I experienced the nastiness that I have felt in the last, 20 days since the consecration on July 1st as SPX. I want to remind you, I've not come out and wagged my finger and said, you're schismatic, you're evil, you're going to hell, you're excommunicated. From day one, I basically said I have 3 disagreements with the SSPX on July 1st. Number one, they said, do you have a mandate? And they read something. And in the bulletin, it says that the mandate was read when there was no mandate. I find that dissimulation. I don't like that. 2, they claim to be auxiliary bishops. That's not canonical. I disagree with that. And 3, I disagree with taking the oath in obedience to the Pope when they were doing something disobedient. All right. Perhaps you can add a 4th. I believe that Father Pagliarani has made a terrible mess of all this and that his leadership has put a lot of families, Catholic families, a lot of priests, a lot of seminarians in a really hard place. I know because I talked to them and I question his leadership. Other than that, I love you guys. All right. I really love you guys. But because of my difference on this, I've been attacked. My wife has been attacked. My family, my children are attacked online. I'm accused of being a homosexual. I'm accused of being a Fed, FBI, an informant, an infiltrator, a communist, a grifter, doing this whole thing, setting this whole thing up for 20 years to finally, in my secret infiltration, to pull the rug out on the SSPX, as if. Absolutely nasty and disgusting. And I'm talking about people throwing the F bombs at me, the S, the C, the CUN, etc. Every nasty thing in the book. And as I've watched this in the comments here, even my moderators here on the show on YouTube are like, I can't believe what we're seeing in the comments of people, what they're saying about you. Never in 20 years have I seen this. And I have taken a step back and looked at this and I've thought, what is going on in the hearts of these people? Some people have said, oh, it's the stages of trauma. First, denial. This never happened. Second stage, anger. Is that what it is? There's just so much anger. You can't be angry at the SSPX. You can't be angry at the Pope. So you're going to be angry at a guy on a webcam. I don't understand it. The mockery, the derision, the lies. And it just makes me wonder, and by the way, I have so many good friends who are SSPX, and there's so many SSPX priests I've met that I respect. But it makes me wonder when I see not 100 comments, not 200, not 300, 500, 600, 700, 800 comments that are nasty and vile and profane and disgusting. And I see this repeatedly over and over, and I think, what is going on in the spiritual life of these people? It's caused me to question it because it's not just a 1 or 2, 3 off. It is a torrent. It is a waterfall of derision and disgust and profanity and nastiness. All right. And that's why preparing for today's show, I was like, there's so many people out there that are already ripping Bishop Paparocki apart. And he called him a Protestant, and they're so mad. And I'm like, if you could only see the litany of profanity that is used against me and my family on this topic. And I'm not even out here calling you a Protestant. I'm not even calling you a schismatic. I'm not wagging my finger at you and saying you're going to hell or anything. All right. I'm trying to be nuanced, careful, and explain why I think there's now a difference in the traditional movement because of July 1st. That's it. I'm not even against you guys. I'm trying to root for you guys, but you're making it real hard. All right. Here's the bishop.